Hey everybody, it's Harry from Slap It Daddy BBQ, the YouTube channel that teaches you how to master barbecue so you can spread barbecue love. I'm heating up the pit again and running some of the Jealous Devil charcoal now. We're going to be cooking one of my favorite cuts of beef, which is called the picanha, which is the culotte steak from the lower end of the sirloin. And we're gonna run it hot tonight, kind of a little grill. And we're going to do it kind of a little bit of churrascaria style using some of my favorite ingredients, including some garlic, salt and pepper, and a simple, like a Himalayan salt rub. In this episode, show you guys how we do picanha, slap your daddy style. This is a picanha, which is actually a culotte steak that comes from the bottom sirloin and the rear part of the cow. And this is trimmed into its constituent muscle. You can buy this as a steak called a culotte steak, or the more common name is called the picanha. This is extremely popular in Brazilian style, churrascaria style cooking. We're gonna do kind of a little riff on that style using these metal skewers, kind of a slap your daddy way. I really enjoy picanha with a few ingredients, such as having a little bit of garlic on it and a little bit of black pepper, and I'm going to use some Himalayan salt. We're going to put a smear of some little bit of a concentrated beef broth here. Show you guys how we set up a picanha. When you cook a steak on the culotte, you really want to kind of slice it into steak pieces, kind of parallel to the way the grains are running. So in this particular picanha, you can see that the grains are kind of running this way. So if I were to slice it for steak, I would cut it into 1 3/4 to 2 inch steaks like this, and kind of cook the steaks with a smoke followed by a sear. Because this is a kind of a picanha style steak, we're going to skewer it. So when we skewer it, we want to cut it against the grain so that when we mount it on the skewer and we slice it, it slices against the grain in the final cooked form. There's nothing much to do with a picanha besides just trim some of this fascia off here. Silver skin, just get a little bit off so that the rub can stick. All right, and I'm gonna slice it into about 2 inch pieces, like so. I'm gonna be able to get 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna be able to get 3 good pieces cut against the grain, like so. I also like to trim a little bit of the fat cap. If the fat cap is too thick, I just really need only about a half an inch or 1/4 inch of fat cap. So if that's the case, you want to carefully trim it off. You want just a little bit of fat, but not too much. So that's about the amount of fat, about just a ½ inch or so. So when you cook it, it's going to be absolutely super delicious, moist, and fatty. So here's how you want to skewer it. You want to kind of fold it into a half circle, half moon shape like that. And skewer it this way. All right, we got the meat skewered in the half moon shape like that. We're going to put some of the beef concentrate. Now, you don't do this if you're doing authentic Brazilian churrascaria, but I'm doing kind of my version because I like it kind of grilled with a little bit of a extra beef flavor and a little bit of garlic and black pepper, but that's just my way. You can do it any way you want. A little bit of a beef smear. I'm gonna use a little bit of Himalayan salt. Nice thick coating of salt. Some granulated garlic, because I like garlicky picanha. I also like black pepper in my picanha. Lots and lots of black pepper. Love black pepper. It's really well with beef. Ready to go. Our pit has come up to temp, and I'm using the Hasty baked charcoal grill today. And it allows me to raise and lower the grates. I'm going to set it down to the middle level here, which is the about 7 inches down from the grate. Set up the picanha here, so, and give it a nice smoke before we start to sear it. All right, warming up some butter with garlic to baste the picanha. We cook it perfectly to be 130 degrees. I'm gonna do a final sear. Some of the compound butter melted. We're gonna sear the steaks now, so you're gonna have some picanha in a minute, all right? So we have it set to the sear setting, which is the top setting here. The picanha was cooked perfectly to about 130 degrees. So put it on a sear. Give it a little base with the compound butter. Sear it on all sides. Get a nice char. Check the temps. It's a little rare on the inside, but looks pretty good on the outside. Alright, let's see here. It's a 125-ish. I want to get it to about 130-ish. We'll close the lid now and let it cook a little while longer. And let's lower it down again. One of the nice things about the Hasty Bake is you can just control the heat by raising and lower the fire grate. Super convenient idea. We're gonna make an Asian style pesto to go with the picanha, and you can just line up any herbs that you like. I have some mint, a little bit of minced ginger, Asian basil, a little bit of garlic, parsley, cilantro, some acid from lime, and acid from a rice vinegar. The salt, I'm gonna go ahead and use some fish sauce. And then for the pesto type of nuttiness, we're gonna use some cashews. So I'm gonna, usually I do this in a mortar pestle, but tonight I'm gonna just use a magic bullet blender, kind of blend all the ingredients together, and then create a nice tangy chimichurri style sauce. And throw all the herbs in, and just blend it with a little bit of oil. I also have a little bit of honey here to kind of sweeten things up. And I like an Asian pesto because it's got a combination of salty, tangy, sweet, and I'm going to add some chili also, some spicy flavors in our Asian pesto. Our dish is ready, and let's give it a little taste test here. You want to dip in the Asian pesto with cashew sauce. Gonna be absolutely amazing. Take a bite of that. Wow, that picanha is absolutely fantastic. Has a nice tenderness, beefiness to it. The cooking it over charcoal fire really brought out the flavor. It's cooked medium rare and very, very tender throughout. The cashew in the pesto, the Asian pesto, the fish sauce, really has a great umami flavor, bringing out the full potential of that beefiness. There's something magical about fish sauce and nuts and beef. That's something, a great combination. So enough of me talking now. Beans is waiting for his share. Beans, you want to try some picanha or culotte steak? Cook with a little bit of pesto. Wow, he liked it. Let me see if we can find another piece. A small piece for him. Another piece. So when you slice the picanha against the grain like that, fold it in a kidney shape. Remember, when you cook picanha like that in a kidney shape, always sliced against the grain so that when you slice it, it slices with the grain. There you go, Beans. All right, excellent, excellent. Hey, thanks guys for stopping by, watching my quick picanha dinner episode. This is a super easy dish you can make in your pit. Took about 40 minutes to get the picanha into the right temperature range of about 120 degrees or so. We gave it a little char, put some butter, garlic, cilantro, compound butter on top. Made ourselves a little cashew Asian style pesto with a little bit of fish sauce. Super duper easy dish. You can enjoy this at home. So I'd like to do a shout out for my Patreons who keep my channel going so I can provide free content on YouTube. So until the next video, we will see you. If you have questions on how to cook picanha or this episode, please write in the description below all your questions. And you know, guys, I read every question and answer all of your comments to the tune of 2,000 comments a month.